What's up, Lucky Gamers? It's Lucky Lux. Alright, so let's talk about Lopera. I had waited a little bit to honestly wait for Bridwin to put it up because my Discord had tons of people talking and just the pin message was the pin message was there, but there's just so much stuff out of it that would have been distracting because people are just posting hella memes. People are doing like the Spider-Man meme with like Kimberly, Angel, Nala, Isolde, and Tuesday because they all look the same. And I was busting out laughing. I was like, let me just do it on Bridwin to make it easy. So Lopera is going to be the new 6-star beast character. A lot of people aren't really excited for her because she's right after a limited character. And the limited character also caught some people off guard, even though it is the 1.5 year anniversary, right? So it just, I completely forgot. I wasn't keeping up with time. And I think it was because they lined up both anniversaries. It was a little weird, right? But this character uses a bullet mechanic and seems to be used for a burn team, but could also be used for other things. And she also has an array, right? So this is Lopera. I did zoom in a lot. That way you guys can also read too if you're wanting to. So her insights. So she has the first one here. When Lopera triggers bullet effects, increases her moxie and recovers a certain percentage of lost HP for the ally with the lowest current HP. So they scream somebody who wants to work with Joe because Joe is probably going to be, or Jay, sorry. Jay's going to be the one that has the lowest amount of HP in most of your teams. And especially since she has a little bit of burn that she works with, this will work perfectly with Jay. You have a shielder, and then you will have somebody who can heal you off the lowest HP. The only thing that gets me is because, like, Ulu had a little bit of healing. So is this going to be way more than Ulu? Or is it, like, you know, going to be around the same? Hopefully this is a decent heal and we can actually get our first burn support like healer. Insight 2 gives her extra crit damage, which is always nice, which also means that she's going to be a crit character. Insight 3, upon entering combat, increase own moxie, and depending on the number of beast, spirit, intellect characters, increase own moxie further. This sounds like a Marcus, right? With the Insight 3, literally Marcus has an Insight 3 where if you use a plant, spirit, intellect, you get her perusal buff. This one will increase her moxie further when she gets into the match. I do like that it's beast, spirit, or intellect because from what I remember, Desert Flannel was only beast, right? So it kind of limits a little bit because if you're doing a burn team, you're gonna have a spirit character named Isolde. So I do like that they added that for her. Incantation 1, double trump card. Single target attack, deals reality damage, transforms own burning bullet into incantation bullet, ultimate bullet, then distributes it into the characters in front or behind her. So depending on where you're at, you will get this bullet or that bullet. I do like that they have the position mechanic in the game as well. This helps out because not every character needs the burning bullet. Not every character not every character needs the incantation bullet or the ultimate bullet, right? Because, for instance, if you have Isolde on the team, Isolde doesn't use ult might. If you didn't know that, now you know. Isolde doesn't use ult might. She uses incantation might. That's what helps her follow up. So you wouldn't have her on the side of Lopera where she would get that, right? For Jay, I would probably use the incantation bullet because his follow-up is incantation damage. His ult is nice. His ult does a lot of damage, but I'd probably prefer him to get the incantation. That way his follow-ups can do a crazy amount of damage. And then for the ult bullet, I would have that for Spathadia because Spathadia has crazy damage on her ult. Yes, her incantations are really good, but her ult hits like for ridiculous burst as well. So I like that ability. I like that ability a lot. Incantation 2, winning chip. Self-channel, gains burning bullet, and readies and enters ready to fire. Ready to fire, if in this state, at the end of the round, cast Find the Bullseye. And she's going to get an extra incantation, which is crazy because I thought that mostly the limiteds were going to be stuck to this. But we have a character here who gets her own extra incantation, her S3, I guess you would say. So, Find the Bullseye is a single target attack, deals reality damage, grants all allies straight to the point. If the target has a certain amount of burn stacks. Straight to the point's effects are greatly enhanced. Straight to the point increases crit damage based off of Lopera's crit damage. So this is something that's really crazy. We're getting, like you've seen in other games, some games where there's like, based off of the crit rate of the other character, increase crit rate of this character. So now we're going to have this character who just wants nothing but crit damage, right? In her resonance. And then also hopefully her Psyche. You're able to give a crazy amount of crit damage. And the burn team is full of characters who want to crit, right? And hopefully this amount of burn stacks can be applied by her on her own. Like she can give everybody a bullet to be able to give burn, or is it worth it to just use her and Isolde? Because there are some characters who could benefit from all of this crit damage here. But she wants to be with mostly Beast, Spirit, and Intellect characters, so she doesn't really have the craziest, like, you know, versatility. It's mainly going to be with the burn team. Because a lot of people are like, oh man, you can use this with other characters, but it's not like you're going to want to use her with like a Wind Song, right? You could possibly use her with a Lucy, but Lucy also has other teammates that would be a little bit better. I think this is a character that's specifically made for the burn team. Okay. Ult buff, miscellaneous studies of alchemy. Self buff creates the Crucible Armory array. When a bullet effect is triggered, it does not deplete, which sounds like the poison array that Tuesday made. So you're able to keep all these bullets, which seems really, really good, which means you also want to ult with her as much as possible, but she's able to get Moxie with her I1. Excess crit rate is converted at a set rate into crit damage. This conversion rate increases with the number of bullets. So there is a little bit of a like thing here. So you do convert crit rate to crit damage, but it has a limit based off of the amount of bullets that you have. So you want to have a lot of bullets, that way you can get a better conversion rate. And what character has a ridiculous amount of crit rate that she has nothing to do with? Spathodia. Spathodia gives herself a crazy amount of crit rate, but she doesn't convert it. I believe my Spathodia is 30% over 100, and somehow still misses a crit, depending on the enemy. But this allows you to convert it. Now, there are other characters that could possibly use this. I know some people are like, oh, Lilia. Well, Lilia is possibly going to get a buff that allows her to do it on her own. And like any other character other than that would be somebody using like Vila, who would like overstack your crit. But honestly, I think this works great because putting Vila with Spathodia, she just had so much crit that she didn't know anything to do with. And if I can use Lopera and Lopera can heal, Jay can shield me, then this would be a pretty viable like burn team. Honestly, I would love to see a Jay, Lopera, Isolde, and Spathodia team kind of go off and be like the full complete package of burn, honestly. But this is her. I like her kit. I think that, again, the way they've been making these characters at the 2.0, they're all made for a specific team, so I don't think she's for everybody. But if you love Isolde, if you really want to pull Jay, then Lopera is going to be the character for you. If you're not invested into burn, then Lopera isn't going to be the character for you. I don't want a lot of you trying to make her work in other team comps because, bro, there's so many characters they're making for specific teams. You could just wait for that right character for you, right? They've made characters for level up. They've made characters for poison. They've made characters for burn. Like it's just a matter of time before you get a character made for your specific team. But anyways, let me know what y'all think about her kit. Let me know if y'all are ready to pull her for your J. If you already have your Spathodia. If you're skipping her, you'll probably already tell me in the comment section, but you can let me know that as well. Anyways, I'm Lucky Lux. You lucky gamers. Have a good one. Lucky Lux out.